Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Well, I feel like I should say that you should call me Toaster or Jen, but you can't. It's Flying Veda.
Flying Veda! Namaste to you, Flying Veda. Everybody, it's Flying Veda. Flying Veda, when was the last time you called?
I don't know. Maybe like a few weeks ago. I just feel like everybody sees a lot of me on infatuation, so I try to limit myself as to reduce annoyance.
Oh, you're right. It was just a couple weeks. For some reason, my mind was like, it's been so long since we've gotten a chance to speak.
Totally.
So Veda,
I wanted...
Well, go ahead.
I wanted to talk about relaxation and the way that we choose to do it. And there's been a lot of really good stuff on the Discord lately. And I totally agree that sometimes people just really need to get smacked.
Physical pain. Interesting. So that we're talking about physical violence, physical pain. That's a really good idea. So what you're presenting is maybe a section of a room or a room in itself where kind of like a light fight club with slaps specifically, or is there something specific about slaps that you're drawn to, or is this a more physical violence thing?
So it's basically kind of like punishment, like when you do something stupid, like you just need to get slapped, or like when you need motivation, definitely, but just one though, you just get one slap. It's not an attack, just one gigantic slap in the face, and then you get your shit together.
Okay, so we're talking about as a punishment, not necessarily as a relaxation technique. So the access to this that you're presenting has to be preceded by some sort of transgression. Am I hearing you right?
Kind of. I mean, it could be that way, but maybe I'm the only person who does this, but have you ever smacked yourself in the face when you feel like you're fucking up? Because I do.
Oh yeah, I used to when Cherish gifting a sub to Vin Quinn, namaste to you. Cherish, blessings to you. Thank you so much for that subscription. Blessings to you. I really cherish you. Weirdly enough, like your name. Thank you so much for that gifted sub. Very generous. And yeah, no, I would slap myself. I used to have a rubber band around my wrist that I would pull back and just slap against myself. I used to pull my hair out, dig little sharp objects into my skin. Crack Mother rating. Blessings to you, Crack Mother. Namaste, Raiders, and namaste to Crack Mother. Namaste. How are you all doing? It's Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe both inside and out to unlock and unleash the power within. Blessings, Raiders. Crack Mo, what was the video? What tape were you guys watching? Control Alt Quinn is also present. Blessings to you, Quinn. It is gorgeous to have your energy here. Absolutely a gorgeous gift. Christmas morning style. Namaste. What was the tape? What was the tape you guys did? A little bit of Zoom, but my friend, a little bit of this and that. Well, you know what? Funnily enough, I'll bet you guys have come across this at one moment, Flying Veda. I'll be right with you back into our conversation because I was really enjoying it. But a question for Crack Mother, for Civic, have you guys come across face aerobics? And if you have you done it on the channel yet? Welcome, Drunken Monk 1. Namaste to you. Welcome to the program. Blessings to you. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Oh, face aerobics. Face aerobics. That one? Do I have the...
It sounds amazing. Like,
It's awesome.
do you like
Yeah, I'll hold it
wear
up.
foil stuff while you do it? Because it
It's-
seems like that. Like, you need to be wearing metallic stuff.
We should just watch it sometime on this channel. And you guys should absolutely do it on your. This is like one of my, like a pure example of what I like about tapes. It's
totally
real
thought
tonal.
you said
It's
space,
real
Leslie.
fun. Huh?
I totally thought you said space, like outer space. That's why I said you wear something metallic when you do it.
Oh, you misheard me.
Yeah.
That's funny. That is funny. That now, if you could, that would be a fun tape too. Space aerobics.
Yes.
Acting like you're in space.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I'm thinking about that right now. There's so many ideas. You could do like, you could act like you're on the moon, where you're like where you're bounding very slowly. That would be a slow core and maybe thighs situation.
Crack Mother needs to do this. I think it would be fantastic. Like, she should do it.
Crack Mother, yeah. I think coming up with I think Crack Mother could probably put together her own aerobics tape. That would be a lot of fun.
I would buy it. I would buy it.
I would
and
also.
I would do it every day.
As well.
Yeah.
Namaste. Listen, shout out Crack Mother. If there's a moderator that can shout out Crack Mother, wonderful channel, fun, casual, funny vibes. Very if you like this, there's no reason you wouldn't like that. Namaste. Now, listen. Enough of this. It's fine. Let's get back into the conversation.
Yes.
Now, we're talking about relaxation and slapping. So, do you think now you slap yourself when you're fucking up, and it helps you relax?
Sure.
You're saying?
I do that, and I know it sounds wild, but I actually do it to myself like before every performance. Like, I just make sure I'm jacked and that I'm ready.
Gets your adrenaline up. Also gets you in your body a little bit, out of your head.
Yeah. Like, basically if you stub your toe and someone punches you in the face, you forget about how much your toe hurts,
Yeah, exactly. And it allows you to focus a little bit. Not Mish says, sometimes I slam my head into the wall when I'm frustrated.
I need to start doing that, like, for sure, because, like, I like what you said, Leslie, about the, like, snapping of, like, the rubber band on your wrist, because Misha's right. Like, I need to start taking it out on myself and not others, because that's not productive at all.
Wait, what's not productive?
It's not productive to take out your rage on other people. It's more productive to take it out on yourself. It's like self-learning.
I appreciate, you don't underestimate, the value of self-harm. There's certainly, there's a lot of value to that. That gets the baby gets thrown out with the bathwater with that. But however, also in the other direction, let's be careful about what we're saying, because, there is a time and place for violence. And I think that can be a very fine thing to explore. Leave all the tools in your toolbox, whether or not you use them, because you never know, is what I'm saying.
That actually, like, leads me up to my next idea that has to do with, like, mutual violence. It's mutual violence, and it's a compound idea. Okay, so, like, instead of, like, sitting around and smelling each other's asses all day, we definitely need things to do. Okay, so, like, I feel like maybe we need a wheel of death. Okay, so let's say Phil Z is, like, throwing knives at me, okay, and he hits me in the ankle. Okay, if I live when he's done throwing knives, reciprocity is important. I'm all about eye for an eye, and there will be
affirmation
an
for men. Hush. Hold on. This isn't time for you. I got to do it again. 1 second. We got to affirm men real fast. Jogging not only gets your blood pumping, but jogging with an erection is maybe the greatest cardio exercise that a human being can do. And only men can do it, and that's why they're better at running, better at sports, stronger, faster, and such. A lot of people don't know that. It's a Kenyan exercise. Why they're so good at long distance running. They actually run with fully erect, fully visible and erect penises. Now let's go back to you, Flying Veda. We're talking about mutual violence, partnered violence. Keep going.
Yeah, so like let's say, Phil Z's throwing knives, he hits me in the ankle. If I live afterwards, after he's done throwing all the knives, if I can make it off that wheel, it is my turn to stab Phil Z in the ankle, and everyone gets to watch. And I get to stab him everywhere he stabbed me. And like, if we live, we live. If we don't, we don't. There's more beds in the compound, and I think that's how it should go.
So there's something equalizing about that wheel. It's not just a gladiator's coliseum, where the strong will always defeat the weak. There's some randomness to it. There's a balance to it. You get to. I like that. I like that wheel. Maybe we could call it the wet wheel. I don't know if any of the early progenitors of the wet wheel here at Explorations are around. If they, but that those little birds have been in my ear since day one, talking about the wet wheel. Could we call it the wet wheel?
Yeah, I mean, we can, but actually Stone Monster's expounding upon this, and he's calling it the reciprocity room. And I love that because reciprocity is one of my favorite words. And you sound really smart. Like when you say words like reciprocity, like you just level up and all of a sudden you're smarter than most people.
Well, also, and it puts it in a different context. Yes, we're beating the shit out of each other. Yes, we're like pushing each other to the brink of death, physically speaking. But we're using the word reciprocity first. That means, think twice. Some newcomer might see some violence, some blood, whatever. But think about it, because the word reciprocity is involved. It's not like there's some order to it. There's some thought, is what I'm saying.
Right. I mean, that's how we're going to gatekeep. Like, that's how we're going to keep the riffraff and the people that aren't serious out of here.
Certainly. Right. Well, listen, Flying Veda, this has been a very productive call. Getting us started with some ideas tonight. Physical violence being the main theme, either, solo, personal, individualized, or, a sort of wet wheel reciprocity situation. I want to thank you so much for contributing so much to the beginning of this stream. Is there anything else you'd like to share before we move on?
I did not hear it in a documentary. It's a word I actually know, and that's it.
Terrific. That's wonderful to hear. Thanks so much for bringing that word into the lexicon. I really appreciate that.
Sure. Namaste.
708-240-89